From historic Charleston, South Carolina, welcome to Miracles Today with radio and television pastor Clifford A. Whitfield, pastor and founder of the Faith Covenant Christian Center, one of the fastest growing churches in South Carolina. People are being blessed through the ministry of Pastor Clifford A. Whitfield through books, tapes, and gospel literature, and through his weekly radio and television ministry. And now, pastor and teacher Clifford A. Whitfield.
Welcome to the Clifford Whitfield Show. I'm Dr. Clifford Whitfield, pastor and founder of the Faith Covenant Christian Center. We're located 2508 Ashley River Road here in the beautiful city of West Ashley, Charleston, South Carolina. Every Wednesday night we hold Bible studies at 7:30 p.m., Sunday school at 9 o'clock a.m. Our morning worship commences at 10 o'clock a.m., and you are invited to attend. People come from both near and far just to be with us in a live service. Of course, that's where I teach, pray, and minister unto the needs of God's people. And call a neighbor and a friend and tell them that you are watching the Clifford Whitfield Show. I have with me on my set Mr. Angel Quintero. Hey, hi, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, sir.
Yes, sir. What's going on? Tell us what's going on. I mean, I know you got a lot to talk about today and lots on your mind, and the testimony that we got coming up for them. Oh, this brother got a testimony.
That's right. That's right. You know, the greatest thing about this gentleman, what we have going on, that this is a gentleman that I take a lot of pride in, along with everyone else, but for some reason I've known this gentleman for such a long time. As a gentleman just like you, I'm coming, that we asked you to come look at some information. And there's a gentleman that several years ago I asked him to do the same thing, and he pretty much, you know, just, I guess his timing wasn't this time. And he didn't do it, but, you know, I'm looking for the looker, so I just kept going. And I bumped into him about 3 years later, and I said, hey, look, I really think it's now time for you to look at this again, rethink it again, because he's doing a wonderful, wonderful thing in my life right now. And like he said I caught him at the right time. He was looking. He was sick and tired of just being sick and tired.
Wow.
He knew that he kept going the same way he was going right now. The future wasn't as bright that he thought it was, and he got caught up in the rat race. And I said, look, just look at some information. It costs nothing for you to do it, but it might cost you a lot not to do it. He looked at it. He said, okay, will you teach me how to do this? He said, sure, I will. If I'm going to show it to you, I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to walk by you. I'm going to show you exactly what to say, not to say, you know, who to hang around, how to think. And we did that, and he's had tremendous success. To see a gentleman like him, you know, walk away from a job of 12 years.
Wow.
Walk away from a job of 12 years. And I know his kids, and I seen that he spent no time with his kids because he was working. He was trying to put food on the table. And here I am, you know, watching my kids come in through my door. You know, I just had to share that love with somebody. So you're always blessing someone because you've been blessed.
And you know, and it's many times because of you know, there's several things bring you in it. Of course, money, the product, and then time. As I talked about on our last show, is that I didn't have time. I mean, you know, especially if you're in retail, they want you. I mean, come on, you got to work on Saturday, and from 9 to 7 p.m. I mean, it's too early in the morning to go do anything. It's too late in the afternoon to do anything. And I'm trying to do everything on my one day off. And on my one day off, besides Sundays, people think Sunday is off, but Sunday is not off for a pastor. Sunday is still a work day for me. So I try to do everything on the Thursday that I was off, and my wife wanted my time. My daughter wanted my time. And then I got members need my time, hospital visit, and it was the time. I just didn't have no time. The money was good, but no time. And so when you all confronted me this time, you confronted me at a point where I'm thinking about my retirement. You know, I've done all of the business. I've had all of the business, the economy cab, the cyber studios. I've sold men and women clothes, rented tuxedos, cyber studio, Whitfield Construction, Whitfield Family Restaurant. And to be honest with you, I was able to buy a lot of things. I made a lot of money, but I never duplicated myself.
Well, there's only one Whitfield. And that's the amazing thing about it, that you had the drive.
Right.
You definitely had the drive.
Yes.
And some of the vehicles were good.
Right.
But they were limited to you.
Exactly.
And the problem is that when you're limited to you, there's only one of you.
Right.
I mean, we all got 24 hours in a day, and if you break that down, it's 8 hours that we sleep, 8 hours that we put the, we make the money to put food on the table, and there's 8 hours in the middle, and that's where the magic happens with anyone.
Exactly.
Because if you're working a 40-hour-a-week job right now, you only got 8 in the middle to make anything happen because the last 8 never changes.
Exactly.
Always remember that. We all have that same mathematics within us. It's what we choose to do in those 8 hours.
Exactly.
And this is what we can teach you. That's how you can take a person with no time but a lot of desire, and in those little pockets of time, implement someone. That's why in other segments you heard me talk, if you're going to work, we can teach you how to do it on your drive to work, on your drive home.
Exactly.
Then you can take care of the kids at home, but you're making something in process because it's not about you.
Exactly.
What happens all of a sudden, we help you duplicate yourself. Now it's 2 of y'all. Now 2 of y'all duplicate yourself, it's 4. Now it's 8. Now it's 16, 32. You see the math. By the time you know it, there's nothing you can stop because it's not about you anymore.
Exactly. It's called the power of duplication. And I think that was one of the reasons that I got into it, because I never duplicated myself. And I told my church the other day, I said, with all of the businesses that I own, I made a lot of money, and I was able to, even 12 years ago, I invested into this house. I put a huge down payment on this house that I'm in because I had a lot of money. But the thing about it is, once I decided I'm not doing that anymore, our work got slow, I closed it down, I'm not getting one dime a month from those businesses. So then the word came to me, residual income. Would you rather be the broker or the agent?
Well, the broker always is the person that finds the agent. And he might just get a little piece of the pie.
Exactly.
Well, let's talk about, companies like real estate companies.
Right.
When you see the big name, all the signs, you always see the name of the company, and you always see the name of the agent.
Exactly.
Well, the agent sells the house, he gets his percentage.
Correct.
But the broker always gets a percentage, but he has 1,000 agents.
Exactly.
Okay, now would you rather be the agent or the broker? Would you rather be the player or the owner of the team? These are the things you got to think. So I just wanted to be the owner of my team.
Exactly. And I mean, come on, I'm at an age, I can't do everything by myself no more. I got my truck, I got my trailer, I still can do construction. But I mean, think about it. I'm 59 years old. I mean, I can't be climbing ladders and toting lumbers and getting sheetrocks and so on and so forth. But I have to think about my retirement. I have to think about, hey, in another 6 or 7 years, I'm going to retire. Well, I have to think about what type of income will I have coming in when I retire. Well, Social Security, we're not sure about that. I mean, Social Security got an IOU in it. So, I mean, we don't even know if we'll be eligible for it. I mean, what about retirement? You got to wait till you're 66? I mean, you're almost dead. So the wife and I were talking, and we said, well, why should we wait until we're 66 to start thinking about our retirement? Why don't we do something now over the next 24 months? And I plan to work this thing, brother, as hard as I can for 24 strong months. See, I don't mind working for 24 months. So after 24 months, I could just travel the world. I've already built an organization, got residual income coming in, and there are 3 different ways that you can get paid through this company. Talk about it.
There is. For one thing, is you get paid of your own efforts, what you do.
Right.
That's paid next day.
Wow. Next day, in advance.
If bills come in every day, why shouldn't you get paid every day? Some people get paid once a week. Some people get paid every 2 weeks. Some people feel like they never get paid. In this business, you get paid every day.
Every day.
That's the first way you get paid.
Yes.
Now you get paid for helping someone.
Yes. For helping someone.
Imagine now that I help you get started in your business, and I help you make money. I help you pay your bills. Do you mind if the company sends me something? They send me something. You don't. They
exactly.
do. Would you mind if they did that? Now, the third way we get paid is the one I love the best.
Oh,
That's the reason I got started in this
That's
business.
what I mean.
I love the next day pay. I love the team override. But this is the one that said, this is that sleepover money.
Yes.
That's the money that shows up whether you're sleeping or not.
Exactly.
Whether you're on vacation or not.
Exactly.
Whether you're even in the country or not. Whether you're here in this world or not. It's called residual income.
Yeah.
Something that you put in place once.
One time.
And as long as it stays on the books, it's still paying you over and over from 1 to 18% of the service that you apply.
Now, to give them an idea of residual income, I like to use the insurance agent, because this is so much better than the insurance agent. So the insurance agent wrote you a life insurance policy 15 years ago. He gets a commission when he first wrote you up. He gets a commission for 15 years every time you make those premiums. But you know the difference between our company And the insurance agent, he had to do 100% of the work himself. In this, it is so different. We get that on the first line of income. Explain the other two because they're two more. So I want them to see the difference. Well, we're not selling insurance. This is better than selling insurance.
Well, the biggest thing about us that our market is so big. It's like fishing in a pond that's never been fished in.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
the amazing thing. You don't even have to be selective who you show this to.
Right.
Everyone's a candidate, because one thing, if I was telling you, buy this from me when I can get it at Walmart, I got to think, well, is your price better than Walmart?
Exactly.
One thing that I know that this is never going to wind up in the shelf at a Walmart.
Exactly.
That's one thing that really attracted me to this. One thing that I like that I show it once, people make a decision. We don't get no's in this business. We get no, not yet, because as soon as something happens, they're never going to go the opposite route when they could get it here. Because this is the affordable one. This is the one that's the new age. This is the one that, everybody's going to. And this is the one the media is going to show you and brand as we go into every household in the near future what's going on. So that's the amazing thing what's going on here. What I'm liking about this, that even the insurance companies, are going to take a look at this.
Exactly.
Now listen to me. It's because customers, insurance companies have books of business.
Right.
And now their customers are going to be hearing this and seeing this. The last thing an insurance company wants, or an insurance agent wants, that his competitor is showing one of their members a plan, because the only question that's going to come from them, well,
why didn't you get it from me?
Who has your insurance company? Who do you carry your insurance? What is your rates? Anybody can beat anybody's rates if they know what they're paying.
Exactly.
So that's the scary part about it. So why not offer this to all the book of business that you have? You have an edge on the average person because you're sitting on a book of business. Call us right now.
You hit the nail on the head. I mean, when you said that if you know what their rates are, they can take your customer by giving them a cheaper rate. I did that myself. I shopped the insurance agency before I put it on my car, and I says, so-and-so is giving me this, and I did the Ray Charles on them. Can you beat it? And you know what they says? Well, let me check and call you right back. Do you not know if you call 4 insurance company right now for your auto insurance, and you let them know that, so-and-so is charging me this, can you beat it? And you get on the other phone and say, no, I can get that from so-and-so, can you? Do you not know that you can even negotiate that? But you know the difference between what they have? No one can beat us because we're the only one out there. We have no competition.
No competition, and we're giving you more value than buck.
Oh, yeah.
Which is it's the first industry that I've learned, and look at this. Most people get a service and a product and they mark it up, right?
Right.
We're the only company that's taken a service and marked it down.
Right.
So that's what makes us stand far from the rest out there, because we've done completely something different and added a compensation plan that the average person, if they get involved, could become a broker in this industry. I didn't say this company, this industry. We control the industry.
Correct.
That's the amazing thing. And there's only been certain industries that have changed the way the world and this country works. One, you've seen Google has changed, Facebook has changed, the internet service has changed, cell phones have changed the way things work.
Sure.
Computers definitely done it. And this is one of them that's going to take another hold of it.
We just talked about our laptop, and we say, well, we don't carry our laptops because it's too big. You want to carry an iPad because it's smaller. But you know what? We're going to go into a testimonial. A brother's going to be telling his story. And this brother is just down to earth. And when you hear his story, you're going to tell that I could do this. This brother is now in this thing full time.
Full time.
And got 2 kids.
Got 2 kids.
2 kids. He is a single parent.
Single parent.
And he started out on a job, fired his boss like I did, and now he is full-time in this business. Let's look at his story, and we'll be right back. Don't go away.